Hello everybody, welcome back to Comskill. My name is Mishra and today I am here with my panelist with a very great topic, and it is hot topic nowadays in our country, we can say. It is superstition. What is it and why we have to be aware from it, because whatever we believe from ourselves, that is something else. But if somebody caught us and make us bound with something, and we just forced to believe that, so that is not good. So how can we just get rid of from these kind of situations, and why we have to be aware from this, and how it is impacting on our society, and we have lots of things to share about it. So stay tuned with us, we are going to share many things, and I am hoping that you will be enjoying this video. And if you have anything to share, please use chat box, comment box, it is for you only. So for the very first, I would like to invite here Karishma, and Karishma will be sharing her opinion about superstition. Yes, Karishma, please go ahead.
Okay, thank you so much for inviting me. Thank you so much for inviting me. So, as today's our topic is superstition. So, superstition generally refers to like beliefs that whatever the things on which we believe. So, whenever there are so many things which like on that we believe as it can be any person and also it can be anything. If I talk about persons, so there are so many as we can talk about saint and also astrologer. And if I talk about the things, so that can be like magical things, and also we also believe on the natural things, as sometimes people are thinking very in a negative way, and they take superstition as a very bad thinker. So sometimes what happen whenever we go in outside and suddenly we see that any cat cross the road, so at that time we think that cat cross the road, so maybe something bad will happen with me, but it is not true. And sometimes what happen when any dog or any cat or any animals cry outside, so we think that yeah, maybe something will happen very bad, but it is not true, because cat or dog or any animals is crying, so maybe he maybe it's facing any problem, or maybe they are feeling hungry, so that's why they are crying. But we don't think like this. We think that it is not good for us, but it is not true. So we should not think like this. And superstition, as I have said that it is also a part of belief. So we believe on gods as well. So yeah, some people say that if we believe on god, so it is not a very good thing, and because they don't believe on god. But it is true that if we believe on god, so yeah, we god directly don't help us, but yeah, they give us energy and power. By that we can do our work in a good manner. And as we know that without doing any karma or any work, we can't get any fruit in our life. So we should believe on karma, so by that we can get good things in our life. So thank you, that's all from my side.
Oh, it's really very nice, Karishma, that you have mentioned many things that is kind of stereotype of thinking in our society, and it is just a cause of superstition, and people are still following that. It's not good at all. We have to be very logical at many places, that by that we can think as per our understanding. We don't go with that only, that is happening for a long time, and it is just coming generation per generation and all. So we have to understand many things that Karishma has shared about animals, It's literally very amazing to know that one person make a pet or kept a pet in their house, they always will with that, maybe that can be dog, that can be cat. So people we with that, but which kind of a stereotype thinking we have, even we cannot imagine that. So we have to be very logical in at many places. But one thing that Karishma has mentioned, it is literally very nice, that we have to be faithful, but we cannot be with stereotype of mindset and superstition. So thank you so much, Karishma, for adding. Now for the next, I would like to invite here Ms. Tavasu.
Thank you so much. Hello everyone, my name is Subhasum, and yes, agree with Karishma ma'am. She was totally right. Superstition is something which some people believe, something which is not real or which is not going to happen in real life. So that we call superstition, and it is not only because happen in India. It is also outside.
Yeah.
I may found one thing that in Korea, South Korea, there was a superstition that they don't use phone number. They don't use to write phone number because they thought that phone number is something. If we use phone number, then it is happen something bad with that person or with us. So whenever you go on their and use lift, you don't find phone number. You always find app there. So superstition is everywhere. Most of the time, India was, highly recommended to follow this thing. Like if crow crying on our house, that there is a superstition that some guests are coming out at our home. So it is not like that. But sometimes what happened, they found some belief on that. If we can call that a sixth sense. If we just see feeling that something happened or it happened, it is just coincidence. But they what they find that yes, black cat just crossed our road. That's why it happened with us. And I insist that it is going to happen, but we just forgot that and crossed that path. That's why it happened with us. But no, they were just animal. They don't know what to do. They were just roaming around the street because they don't have place to stay. So please understand this. There is not any crime to cross the path by a cat. She is just an animal.
You're right.
And also, I have find something that is also not good. That people who is superstitious people, they just give some scenario. Like if you believe in God, then why don't there in evil? If we have God, then we have evil. Oh my God, it is not correct here to correct yourself that you are right. God is something else. God is also our belief. And it is not like that. If we have God, we have to fear about ghost as well. That we find ghost or we find devil or we find jinn. They just believe on that. And then they want to believe on that. They have lots of lots of tips to give you that it is correct or I am correct, you are wrong. So yeah, it is excuse for our what we say that uneducated people. Like if we believe on that, then how can we develop our mindset? So, and my side, yeah, it's a barrier of our growth. So please don't believe on that superstitious. Thank you, everyone.
Literally very nice. Thank you so much for adding such a valuable point from your side. It is showing that you have much knowledge about it. and you have shared many things that we need to do and we have to avoid that. Yes, because it is overall game of psychological psychology only, and the person who has good command over psychology, they can easily understand that from which state you are going right now, and by that they share something and people think that yes, it is right and I have to believe here only, because that there is some kind of game going on, that we cannot take anybody's name but we can easily understand where we are saying and what we are saying. So thank you so much, Mr. Vasum, for adding your valuable points. And for the next, I would like to invite Jyoti here. So Ms. Jyoti, please proceed.
Thank you for inviting me and giving me chance to share my views over this topic. So, as Karishma shared and Tabassum has shared very valuable points, and I just want to add something in it that superstition, yeah, it means a you are doing faith on something blindly, so that is not good. If you find the reason behind it and then you feel that the reason is valuable, the reason is valid, then you should believe on that thing, otherwise not. Like earlier people used to say, don't cut your nails at night, it will bad for you. But after that we find the reason that earlier there was no electricity, that's why people say that don't cut your nails at night, cut your nails in the daytime, in the sunshine that time, because that time we cut nails our with the blade, and if you are doing this thing at night and the blade cut your skin, that time there was no invention of tetanus injection, so it was very harmful to you. That's why they say that don't cut your nails, otherwise god will punish you, or any other thing they say. So there are so many these kind of thing, but by the passing of time we get all the reasons. Like one of the superstition is that don't wash your hair on the Thursday. So the reason behind it, earlier there was no taps in home, so they used to go to pond or river and kept some water, and then they bath or they wash their hair. So they thought that we should make a day where we don't have to shower our hair, so they make that on Thursday we will not shower our hair. So this was also a superstition, and we are also following that thing. But on the other hand, we have some good superstition that we have to do fasting, because god will praise you, they will bless you. So doing a fasting is a good thing because it is good for our health, and we save food. So both the things are good. There is negative superstition as well and positive superstition as well, but we have to before believing on any opinion, we have to find the reason. And if you feel that reason is good, reason is valuable, then believe on thing, otherwise leave it. Because in Bhagavad Gita and any other spiritual books, they are also saying that you heard every you listen everybody's what they are saying, but believe on those things which your atma or your chetna is allowing to do that thing.
Yes,
And as Tabassum had shared that there is god, and if there is god there is evil also, and she said that this statement is not correct, but as per my opinion I feel that this is correct, because there is no god, no evil, but there is karma. Because if you are doing good thing, good will come to you, if you are doing bad thing, bad will come to you. So there is, if she is saying god is god and evil, the statement of that is not true. But I feel that if I connect that statement with karma, that thing is I can say that is true. Or that's it, and thank you for listening to me.
it's literally very great. You have added many points that we can easily relate, and it is from our society only, that we had less awareness about technology, less awareness about other things. So the person who had that, they thought that if we are going to add with this whatever they are believing, by that they will be easily recognizing all these problems and they will not be doing. So that was the problem and solution from that time. Now we have to be updated, we have to be a bit changed. We cannot say that we have to be changed with 100%, we cannot be, but little bit. And it's right that when we believe in anything, so that impact on our mind. If you don't believe, so it is not going to be impact anymore. We know about mobile phone and we know how to use it, so it will be a cause of our distraction. But the person who don't know about it, it is never be a cause of their distraction. So the same thing, any devil or anything else, that is any negative energy that people think they know, so it will be harmful for them. If they don't know, so it is not going to be harmful for them. It's literally very appreciable that you have shared all. Thank you so much. And I would like to just greet Kunal and Santosh, they are here. So thank you for joining, and I'm hoping that you will be also enjoying and you will be adding your points. Now for the next, I would like to invite here Miss Ayushi. Please add your points and share.
Okay, so thank you so much, Satyam, for inviting me. So, first of all, I want to elaborate your point only, like you shared that we cannot eliminate this impact anymore. Like we can minimize it, but not eliminate. So, it is also true because this is the impact. Like our forefathers follows these things, and this is the impact on our mind that
So,
somewhere we do believe on these things. Even we have some researches and methods as well, we know that it will not impact our future, still we follow. Like I want to give an example that happened with me today, as one of my friends just upload one status that if you don't message me, then your phone will be blast. I know okay, I know she was making fun and want to grab just some attention. So I just ignore that message. Then on the second message, she just wrote, if you ignore that message, then your phone will be drowned in water. Then I thought, oh, no, let's message her. No, I love my phone as well. No, don't do any risk here. So this is the thing. Uh, when we have a fear on our mind, so we believe on superstition. I just want to share this thing that the fear comes in our mind, that if like Jyoti has shared some example, like if we wash our hair on Thursday, so something bad will happen with us. So something bad will happen with us, this is a fear in our mind. That is why we are following. If there is no fear, then why we even follow? So there is always a fear that if you are not doing anything, then something bad will happen with you. So this is the trick that people just tricking our mind, and who wants to be bad, like who just want to be create bad thing for our own self. Obviously, nobody wants that to create our life in a hell. So this is the thing, and because of this, many people just take advantages of this kind of mindset that people have a fear in their mind, and if we just do anything, if we just say anything that you will face any problem in future if you not do this thing, then they will easily believe. So this is the common method that mostly people follow, and we believe on that as well. Like you also see some of the messages that share this message to 10 people in 10 groups. So these is also superstition. So these are the types of superstition. We don't believe on this thing, but somewhere on the second thought we just think that if I share, then what will happen? or why are people are doing this thing, or what did it really helpful, or why are is it really working. Like on the second thought, in a 0.1% we think like that as well, not on the first or second thought. But if the messages are coming to you repeatedly, like on a daily basis or in a week or in a month, so on the second side you will think like that as well. Maybe I will also try like this at least once, maybe something happens as well. So this is the thing.
Right.
So that's all about my side. I just want to elaborate the modern era, like how superstition happens in technology, like in WhatsApp messages, in status, in all these things. That's all about my side.
Hmm. Thank you so much, Miss Aishu, for adding your valuable points and for sharing something. It is literally very amazing, and we can easily relate because we can see around us these kind of activities people are doing, and gradually we are just getting updated, but still we have not updated. We will be getting lots of time, then also it will be taking lots of time to get update. And one more thing, that whatever we know from our parents or from our society, that we easily just understand and we try to grab that from our own. So it's also make some kind of changes in our society. So thank you so much for adding. And one more thing that you have added, it was literally very amazing, that whatever superstitious thing happen in our society, that is because of fear only, there is nothing else. Because people know the human behavior, how human react, so they use that only. So thank you so much for adding your points and for making us understand, and some points were very hilarious. So thank you. And for the next, we would like to invite here Mr. Raghav. So please come and uh, proceed with your own thoughts.
Exactly. I'm thinking a lot till the time when you all were sharing, as Tabassum and Karishma, Ayushi, Jyoti have shared all about the things that which kind of superstitions do we have in our society, in our India, even in the other countries as well. So I'm thinking that I'm not going to share about the types of superstitions and some of the points. That I will share some of the funniest point, and some I will try to elaborate the things in different manner. Okay. So as she has shared that she just seen a status of her friend, and I was also one of that friend, and I also seen that status, and I was totally, mm, like this, that I
Blown.
have. Okay, so these kind of things exist in our society. So I just wanted to say that superstition is not a problem in our society. uh, the problem is that someone who is presenting, who is believing, and who is who is highlighting these superstitions in a great manner, and he he's trying, and they are trying to do some kind of things that you have to follow, and this is a kind of magic, this is the miracle of God. So these kind of things is bad in our society. Not the superstitions is the problem in our country, even in the whole world. As you all know that God is everywhere, and some of the persons do not believe in that, but some people uh, by heart they are following, they are believing on God, they are believing on magic, they are believing on some kind of these things that it really help them. Exactly, when you feel helpless, you will think that I don't have anyone, but you have your God. So this is also a kind of relief in your mind, that you will easily uh, get get rid of this fear, get rid of this loneliness. So this is a good thing. Believing on God, it absolutely good thing, and God is everywhere, and everyone is following the term. So as 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 exactly like this, superstitions also exist in our society in a great manner. And I was surprising that in a country I was listening that in a country there was a superstition like you don't have to chewing gum in night. It will be converted into the dead bodies, meat kind of things. So how is it possible in science? We are developing, we are uh, we are updating, we are following that science, we are believing on science, and everything is just going to be changed in I cannot say in a couple of decades, but in centuries it will be converted into the great good manner, and some bad things as well, that people will worried about the things, and people will more uh, you know get the trapped by the mental health. This will also happen, and here is the belief, here is some relief, I can say, by which they are getting rid of this kind of mental issues. So superstition is good, but the explorers, but the advertisement of superstitious things, and the getting bad things behind the superstition things is very bad. And I totally think that all people, all the citizens of our country is not much educated to think about their own opinion, their scientific reasons. So they're not believing, they are not able to explain, and they are not able to think the reason behind it, as every superstitious things have their own history and the origin where it starts, but everyone cannot get the clear reason behind it. But what do you think, why it is a problem in our country, in the whole world, just because of some members, some persons who is just exploring and elaborating the things that it is this is the basic reason by which I'm not yes, exactly, I'm not going to share about the things, but yes. So at the end, I just wanted to say one thing, that superstition is not a problem. The development, the advertisement of these superstitious things with the name of God is bad. Aware of these things. Thank you so much to all.
Absolutely, Raghav bro. It's amazing to listen you that you have shared lots of points about it. And very first thing that I also believing in God, or in which you have faith, that always give us a kind of energy. By that we can be more dedicated towards our work, even whenever we just put our all the work in others hand. Now it's your duty to take care of everything. So how we feel cool and calm. Now I don't have a problem, whatever I'm going to do, I will do this only. The same thing whenever we believe in any kind of power, in any kind of God, so we always do like this. Now it's up to God, I am doing my work. Even we do our work more dedicatedly, and we do kind of a meditation. It's whenever we do worship, that is kind of meditation. We try to just avoid all the negativity. We try to feel whatever good things we have, and flowers, and sandals, and many things we use. So by that we get some different kind of vibe that make us more positive, and by that we get become more productive in the term of our work. So thank you so much for adding these valuable points. And one more thing, that there is science never say that spirituality or God is nothing, because science has no proof about it. But we have to be logical from our own. By that we can understand what is good and what is bad. Faithing and believing on God, it's not bad, even it just increase our own strength. So thank you so much for adding your points. And thank you so much for watching our video. and we will be coming with these kind of contents over and over. And one more thing, that if you like this, so please support us, and if you want to be the part of Comskill, so please leave a comment in comment box. We will be reaching out to you. And if you want to be like us and you want to be participate here, so please just ask in comment box. And before going, I would like to say to our team members, please do support like this and share the contents that you are sharing. And thank you so much for today's support. And overall we got that Superstition, it's kind of roller coaster. If it is going to be in your support, and if we are unable to make anybody understand anything, so we can relate with that. And this is one positive factor, but negative factor are many, that people take disadvantage and advantage of it for making people fool, using just playing with their psychology. Because I remember one kind of magician, he was saying to one woman that you always try to help others, but others never try to help you, they just jealous from you. She said yes. And then again he said that your child desperately wants to learn, but whenever he sit for study, he never able to be concentrate. She said yes. Again he said that you always try to earn money, and even you have lots of money, but you are not able to control your expenses. She said yes. So now I have the problem of that solution, because these are very common problem that anybody can easily understand. So these are these kind of things we can easily see in our society. So please be aware from all these things, use your mind, and be safe, healthy, and happy. So thank you so much for watching, and we will be coming with next video very soon. Thank you team members. Bye bye, take care.